Hi guys, and welcome to Activhealth's 2-minute tips on getting the most out of your gym kit. Today we're looking at probably the most complicated piece of equipment in the gym, and that's only by virtue of the fact that you can do so many exercises on it. It is very, very versatile. So I'm going to break this down into two parts, I think probably the easiest way to do it. So what we're going to look at first of all is it covers actually muscles at the front of the leg, the back of the leg, the outside of the leg and the inside of the leg. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to look at the muscles on the back side of the leg, the glutes, and the inside of the leg. Now, first things first with this, it follows the same principles as the other pieces of equipment, so you've got your 3-point plan. So in this instance, you're checking your information, which is located rather inconveniently behind this. Number 2, we check the location of the pin. Certainly at that level, it's going to be relatively comfortable. And then we're looking for the adjustments. Now, the key thing with this one is that not only are the two obvious adjustments just here, but there's also this handle. Now, this is hydraulic, so when you release this, it allows the platform to move up and down. Now, the key thing with that is to ensure that the height of the platform and the position of this pad allow you to position so that the base of the pad is sitting above the knee. What we don't want is that when you're carrying out movements, this pad rubbing up and down on the knee. So it's important that when you set yourself up, the pad is directly above the knee. Now, when it comes to dropping it into the appropriate position for the exercise, pulling out the pin that's on the main diameter or cam there allows you to move this into position here. Now, easiest way to think about it, probably 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So initially we're going to be looking at around about 9 or 10 o'clock. And there is an index just highlighted at the base here, so if you want to use machine indexes, you're more than welcome, but I tend to sort of default to the face of the clock. Now, this exercise, as we get into position here, is going to be working the muscles at the back of the leg, the glutes, the backside, whichever you want to refer to it as. Now, if you've got a degree of flexibility, then leg can come all the way up. If not, press down, leg comes across. Now, at this point, it's a good little exercise for engaging the core as well. We're going to pull the tummy in. The key thing is to keep the leg bent, and then from there, we're aiming to squeeze the glutes so the leg travels back just behind the support leg, which should be slightly bent. It's going to come forward again, and then we're going to press down. Breathing in on the recovery, so we've got a nice slow 4 seconds, and then 2 seconds on the effort as we push down. And as I said, this one's predominantly for the back side. Now, while it's still in this position, what we can then do is by turning to face the machine, we can actually begin to work the inside of this leg. So what we're aiming for, once again, depending on your levels of flexibility, we're going to bring the leg up, and this just sweeps in to that midline. We're aiming to keep the hips nice and square as we draw that leg under control into the midline. So we're breathing in on the recovery, out on the effort to squeeze the leg into the midline, and this is working the inner thigh. Now, for the moment, till you get your head around those two, just going to leave that there for you. We'll do another follow-up on the other two exercises that you can do on this one. So, first part of the total hip, done and dusted.